Alright guys, here is my origami Darkstar. I think it turned out pretty good. It uses like this strange base. I'll show you how to make it, but the base is similar to the Falcon base. But yeah, let's get to folding it. Yeah, let's begin. Alright, so we're gonna need a sheet of paper. So, I mean, it is possible to fold it out of normal printer paper. I folded it out of like 8.5 by 11 cut square. I folded it out of an 11 sheet inch square of 20-pound paper. But I think what would work best is foil paper, in my opinion, because the air intakes are going to be kind of difficult to shape if you don't have foil paper. Just by the way they're made, they're going to be kind of difficult to shape without foil paper. And on topic of the air intakes, you're probably going to need like a toothpick or like something so you can reach in there. Alright. Now we're going to start by folding, we're going to begin by folding a Falcon base, but not all the way. I'm just going to crease the die on this. Alright, here's the part where it's different from the Falcon base. So on the Falcon base, you'd fold it down this way, which I guess we can do. But we're gonna actually unfold this and fold it on this side. Just like that. We're gonna collapse them up. We're gonna fold this like this. And fold it in like this. So your model looks like this. Now we're gonna open up here and reach into here. Grab both layers and put it all the way out on the outside like that. After that, we're going to open this flap up and squash it down. Crease that. And we're just gonna fold a little frog base here. Gonna fold up, and it's kind of hard to see with the black paper. Fold up, and then we're gonna inside push the paper in so we have a triangle. Try to make sure you guys can see that with the black paper. Alright. Now we're going to unfold this and get to this part like this. And we're going to pinch around the corners. We form flaps like this and collapse it back down. Now we're going to fold to the side. Fold both flaps. Fold all flaps, I should say. On this side, keep this flap down because we're going to use it as a reference. Now, I'm going to take a roller for this just so I can get as straight as possible. What we're going to do is that we're going to fold it so it hits this edge. And we want it parallel to this. I'm an eyeball. So these two lines will be parallel. And then you just kind of book match it on the other side. Now unfold this, and we're gonna take these flaps, fold it behind, and repeat on the other side. You can fold these flaps down, and flip this over, and now we have these folds that we're going to fold in on. They're gonna form the engines. Now we're gonna fold to this line here. And repeat that on the other side. And we're gonna take these out, and you can fold it on the other side, but you don't need to do that. It'll just make doing this next part easier. We're gonna unfold all this. Now we should have 1, 2, 3 lines here. Fold on the line that's closest to the fuselage. And just kind of stand it up. And we're gonna go in and open this pocket. We're gonna squash on there. We're gonna kind of like fold down on these edges on the side, and then squash down like this to your model. will lay flat. The part may be tricky, but if you get the hang of it, it shouldn't be that hard. I'll show you on this part. Squash it down, and you fold it on the creases, and it should just want to crease down like that. All right, now we're going to take this and fold here. After doing that, we're going to fold on this center line crease of the rocket. Fold it like that. Then once again, you can do these folds like that. And that's just a pre-crease, so we can have more of those. And just repeat that on the other side. So that was just the same. So now we're just going to do the same thing. Go into the model. Into the model. Squash it down again. And then fold it back towards you. So now you should have a bunch, like 2 flaps. And you repeat that on this side. And make it like that. So your jet looks like that now. Now we're going to fold this way. Fold the foot this way to the center line. The model looks like this. And we're going to wrap this flap around. And you're going to put this flap inside reverse, fold this flap. And we're going to fold down. Now this is a different way of doing it. I sometimes do it this way. But I'll show you. Let me do the other way, because just for time's sake. So we unfold these engines, fold it the other way. So fold it like that, and then you're just gonna fold down the tip, and tip's just gonna be like how much your engine's gonna be down like that. So like, it's really just how much you want, and then you're just gonna open this up. And I recommend before tucking this flap in, you fold it up so it doesn't interfere with your engines when trying to round them out. You just crease that all down and repeat that on the other side. You can both match it. Sorry about that. After folding that in, we're going to fold that up. And then you can tuck that back in there. Now you can fold these two engines up, and to make your life easier, you can just pop in there early and just make sure these engines are ready to be popped out when the model is finished. So, and this is why you need a toothpick, to get all the way to the tip. That's why you use toothpicks. Alright, flip over. We're going to go here and take this flap out. Same on this side. We're going to fold this down. Like this. And now we're going to form the wings. So the wings, you should lightly crease here. And then bring this here. Bring that light crease you made, bring it to this edge here. And then you can book match that on the other side. And then we're going to bring this edge that we made earlier into plane. We're going to bring that up to here. And that's our wing structure made. And then you can just obviously book match that to the other side. And honestly, sometimes I like my wings to be slightly larger. So I'm gonna make my wings slightly larger. But now we're just gonna go in and pedal, inside reverse fold the two creases we just made. Now that forms a pocket. Just inside the reverse fold those two creases we just made. Now we're going to fold this edge to here. And when you're folding it, you'll notice that this edge up here does not want to fully lay down. And you'll get this bubble. We're just going to ignore that and push this entire crease over. To give this our slope. Lots of noise outside. You can do that and repeat that on the other side. And then we're going to fold these tabs in. Just to try to get them out the way. So now you have basically the shape of the plane done. You just need to mess around with these. We're gonna go to the bottom part of the plane and spread these parts away from each other. And that should create a fold that you can extend all the way to the end here. And fold this up so it can meet with the edge of the wing, maybe slightly before it. So now we have this. And while I'm here, we're gonna take a little of this paper and just kind of roll it up, because the wings are not supposed to be like right down there. They're supposed to be a little bit higher. So that's why you do that part. But you do that, and after you do that, I'm gonna take like a little bit from there, like instead of like doing it right there, maybe like around like right here. You know, like push out on the paper and then fold over on this, and then make this crease should hit on this diagonal here. If it doesn't, that it's not super important, but that's just a rough estimate. Now let's repeat this on the other side. And try to prevent this fold here from like bending. You want it to be more straight. So just try to do that. Keep it nice and straight. And we're also gonna fold the tips of the wings down. Just whatever you feel is good. Obviously, buck match it. You can fold that tip in. Alright, and then now I guess here you could fold this tip down a little. No, you don't really need to do that. Alright. Now, Darkstar is not too hard. Now we're just gonna find a good point. So I'd say maybe this line would be a good point to jet fold at. So you're gonna fold that like that. And if you can check if it is. I mean, I jet folded a little bit higher on that, but I guess that's an okay place to jet fold at. And then now we jet fold. And I mean, you don't have to do this, but if you really want a good flight model, you can, after jet folding, you can go back and just like fold this in to reinforce the nose. Sorry. You don't really even need to see this part anyway. I'm just gonna fold this in. Even though I recommend using maybe printer paper for flight model, you can still do for flight. You can still do that. Alright, now you can fold these up. Crease down on this. Why did I use a roller for that? I don't know. Open up. I mean, go here. Fold up the engine. And fold up the wing and this. Fold it all up. You can do that on the other side as well. And then you just kind of roll that crease in. Roll this flap up and into the model. You can pull these down now. Stand those up. And before we go and mess with that, let's go do my least favorite part, the engines. Now there's not really any way to determine how to do the engines. You just kind of make 2 creases. Just kind of judge where you're going to put the engine. You make those 2 creases. And you want the 2 creases after you made them to kind of overhang, so you would have to fold this in. So when the model's done, kind of it's supposed to go in and then tuck inside here. You guys get the general concept. You can play around with the engines. I don't really feel like it, but if you feel like it, you can go and play around with the engines. Get them right. I mean, those are good enough. Alright, and then over here, the engines, we gotta try to make the folds good. And if you can get small enough, you could actually fold that crease over inside it. I'm not gonna do that, but if you can, pretty cool. It's just kind of just try to pinch the outer layers. Make sure that they act normal. And that's the Darkstar. Now, it wasn't a too hard model. You just continue to shape it until you're happy with it. And I'm gonna spread out it because the Darkstar is more like chunky, I guess. So you could spread it out a little bit and continue it. Give it a toss and it should fly. That's pretty much it.